welcome back. You may no longer need a permit to hold up a religious or political sign in the town of Chapin.
In a special called meeting this evening, town council members voted in favor of changing an ordinance which requires anyone to apply for a permit 14 days in advance to display any kind of signs within the town.
Our Naomi Popa was there and shares what's next.
Inside these doors, Chapin Town Council members voted to amend its picketing ordinance, which got them in hot water earlier this year when they were named in a federal lawsuit. But it's not because of that lawsuit that Chapin Mayor Al Kuhn tells me they wanted to make changes to the ordinance. He says it's been in the works for months.
As mayor of the town, my job is to keep people safe.
Since the 1980s, the town of Chapin followed this ordinance, which by town law required anyone to obtain a permit to hold signs along the main roads, picket, or have public demonstrations. That ordinance allowed the mayor to deny any application for a permit at his discretion. It also required people to give 2 weeks notice of when and where they wanted to hold a sign and limit the time to only 30 minutes. Now, nearly 50 years later, Mayor Al Kuhn says it needs to go.
It really hasn't been one that's come to our attention until more recently.
Recently, Chapin resident Ernest Giardino sued the town. He routinely held up religious signs on public sidewalks. When Giardino filed the lawsuit in July, he told me the town's permit requirement violated his right to exercise his religious speech. The amended ordinance the town is now considering would change that.
Really, the big difference is not requiring any sort of permit or approval to go out and express your First Amendment.
I asked Mayor Kuhn if the lawsuit put pressure on the town to change its ordinance. He said no, it's only made it more complicated.
And our hope was that this draft ordinance change would go a long ways in satisfying what they're looking for and satisfy what we're looking for too.
Mayor Kuhn emphasized his stance on the matter, saying he wants to keep people safe and that this isn't a religious matter. Now the town will have a second reading at its next council meeting. Only then, if approved, will it go into effect. Reporting here in Chapin, I'm Naomi Popa, WIS News 10.
WIS reached out to the attorneys for Giardino about the town's attempts to change the ordinance, saying in part, quote, "We will have to wait and see if a new version is adopted and how it reads. Any ordinance that requires Mr. Giardino to obtain town approval to hold a sign in public would still be unconstitutional. We're hopeful the town will come to its senses, but that's yet to be seen," end quote.